Las Vegas, Nevada, MGM Grand Garden Arena, March 18, 1995, Saturday night, 10:15 p.m. The air inside the arena is charged, electric, vibrating with the energy of 16,000 people who paid fortunes to witness the impossible. This is not a championship fight. There is no belt on the line. But everyone knows that tonight something is going to happen, something that will be remembered. Mike Tyson is back. After 3 years in prison, after losing everything, the most feared man in boxing returns to the ring. He is 28 years old, but he seems to have aged a decade. The body is still a machine of destruction. 220 pounds of compact and explosive muscle, shoulders like concrete blocks, a bull neck, fists that have broken jaws and careers. But the eyes have changed. There is a darkness in them now, something deeper than anger, something dangerous. On the other side of the ring is Peter McNeely, 26 years old, 6 feet 2 inches, 230 pounds, an Irish heavyweight from Boston with an impressive record. 36 wins, 1 loss, 30 knockouts. He comes from a boxing dynasty. His father was a fighter. His grandfather was a fighter. McNeely blood is warrior blood. And Peter McNeely is afraid of no one, especially not a man who spent 3 years away from the ring. A man who is rusty, questioned, vulnerable. For 2 weeks before the fight, McNeely did something no one expected. He mocked, not subtly, not with respect disguised as confidence. He mocked openly, publicly, repeatedly. At the official weigh-in, 3 days before the fight, McNeely stepped onto the stage wearing a shirt that said, "The beast is back, but I am the hunter." He flexed for the cameras, shouted to the crowd, pointed at Tyson and laughed. Tyson is old. Tyson is broken. Tyson spent 3 years eating prison food while I was here training, fighting, winning. He is not the same anymore. I am going to prove it. At the final press conference, McNeely took the provocation even further. When asked about his fight plan, he leaned into the microphone and said with a wide grin, "My plan? My plan is simple. I am going to run over Mike Tyson like a freight train. I am going to press. I am going to attack. I am going to show the world that the myth is over. Mike Tyson is just a man. And I am going to knock him out in the first round." The cameras focused on Tyson, waiting for a reaction, an explosion, words of threat. But Tyson said nothing. He just stared at McNeely with those empty eyes, that darkness that made experienced people in the boxing world feel a chill down their spine. He did not blink. He did not smile. He just stared. And then he got up and left the stage. Boxing experts debated. Some said McNeely was being smart, trying to get into Tyson's head, destabilizing him psychologically. Others said he was being suicidal, that provoking Mike Tyson was like poking a starving lion with a stick. But McNeely did not seem to care. He kept talking. In interviews, on radio shows, in any microphone that appeared in front of him. Tyson does not scare me. I have seen his fights. He hits hard. So what? I hit hard too. The difference is that I am hungry. He has already had everything. I still have everything to prove. Now the night has arrived and 16,000 people are waiting to see if McNeely's bravado was real courage or just empty words. The ring is illuminated by blinding lights. Everything around is in shadows. The commentators are talking nonstop, analyzing every angle, every possibility. Can McNeely really do this? Can a relatively unknown fighter defeat the legend? Is Tyson really finished? Did prison destroy him mentally, physically? Does he still have that killer speed, that devastating power? McNeely enters first. He is dancing, jumping, shouting to the crowd. His team is around him, energized, confident. They really believe that this is the night the underdog shocks the world. McNeely climbs into the ring and immediately starts showing off. He bangs his gloves together, shadowboxes some quick punches, points to the cameras. His mouth is moving constantly. He is talking, always talking. "Come on, Mike. Come on. I am here. I am ready. Show me what you have got." Then the music changes. The crowd's roar increases until it becomes deafening. Mike Tyson enters. There is no fanfare, no elaborate presentation. Just Tyson, wearing his simple black shorts, no shirt, no robe, walking toward the ring with Cus D'Amato's old gym towel over his shoulders. His face is a mask, no emotion, no expression. He does not look at the crowd. He does not wave. He does not acknowledge the shouts, the applause, the camera flashes. He just walks, one step at a time, like a man walking to work. Brutal, violent, necessary work. Tyson climbs into the ring, and immediately goes to his corner. He does not look at McNeely. He does not respond to the provocations. He just stands there, breathing, waiting. His trainer whispers something in his ear. Tyson nods once. The referee calls both fighters to the center of the ring. McNeely comes dancing, full of nervous energy, smiling, talking. Tyson walks slowly, eyes fixed on some distant point. The referee gives the standard instructions. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands. Fight clean. Touch gloves and return to your corners. McNeely extends his gloves forcefully, banging them against Tyson's with an audible impact. He is looking directly into Tyson's eyes, trying to intimidate him, trying to show that he is not afraid. Tyson does not react. He just touches gloves mechanically and returns to his corner. McNeely is still talking as he goes back. Are you ready, Mike? Are you ready? Because I am. I am ready to destroy you. The bell rings. Round 1. McNeely explodes forward immediately. He is not waiting. He is not testing. He is doing exactly what he promised. He attacks like a freight train, advancing in a straight line toward Tyson with both hands throwing wild punches. The crowd explodes. This is madness. This is suicide. No one attacks Mike Tyson that way. No one goes straight at him without defense, without caution. But McNeely is doing exactly that. He is keeping his promise. He is showing that he is not afraid. McNeely's first 5 punches hit nothing but air. Tyson moves, not much, just enough. His head slips to the side, his shoulders twist, his body evades. McNeely's punches pass millimeters away. McNeely keeps advancing, keeps attacking, throwing hooks, straights, uppercuts, all at once, without technique, just raw aggression. And then Tyson counters. The first punch is a jab, quick, accurate, straight to McNeely's nose. The impact is audible even over the crowd noise. A dry crack, like a stick breaking. McNeely's head is snapped back. Blood explodes from his nose, but he does not stop. He shakes his head, spits, and keeps advancing. Tyson is no longer retreating. He plants his feet. His shoulders drop. His hands position themselves, and he starts to work. Second punch. A left hook that catches McNeely on the temple. McNeely's body twists involuntarily. His legs stumble. He staggers sideways, grabbing the ropes to steady himself. 9 seconds have passed. Tyson advances. There is no hurry, no wasted movement. He walks toward McNeely like a predator who knows the prey is already finished, just has not realized it yet. Third punch. A right straight that lands squarely on McNeely's chin. The sound is different this time. Not a crack. A deep thud, like a hammer hitting meat. McNeely's eyes roll back. His legs give way. He falls against the ropes, then slides to the canvas. He is on all fours, head down, trying to understand what happened. How did he go from confident attacker to on the floor in less than 15 seconds? The referee starts the count. 1, 2, 3. McNeely gets up. His pride does not allow him to stay down. He rises, waves to the referee, saying he is fine, that he can continue. But his eyes say something else. There is confusion in them now. The confident smile is gone. The bravado has evaporated. He looks at Tyson and for the first time understands. He understands that he made a terrible mistake. He provoked something that should not have been provoked. The referee wipes McNeely's gloves and signals for the fight to continue. McNeely raises his hands in a proper defensive stance this time. No more suicidal charges. Now there is caution. Now there is fear. Tyson does not wait. He advances immediately. 3-punch combination. Jab, hook, uppercut. The jab hits McNeely's eye. The hook catches his ribs. The uppercut explodes under his chin and literally lifts McNeely off the ground. His feet leave the canvas. For a fraction of a second, he is suspended in the air. Then gravity pulls him back and he falls heavily on his back. The crowd is hysterical. 22 seconds have passed since the bell rang. McNeely is down again, this time on his back, staring at the ceiling lights, his chest rising and falling rapidly. The referee does not start the count immediately. He looks at McNeely's corner, where manager Vinny Vecchione is climbing into the ring. Vecchione has seen enough. He knows what will happen if this continues. He throws in the towel. The fight is over. The referee raises his arms in an X. Fight over. Technical knockout. Official time, 89 seconds of the first round. Mike Tyson wins. The arena explodes into a chaos of screams, applause, disbelief. 99 seconds. That is how long Peter McNeely's bravado lasted. That is how long his confidence lasted. That is how long his plan to run over Mike Tyson like a freight train lasted. Tyson does not celebrate. He does not raise his arms. He does not run around the ring in triumph. He just stands there, breathing normally, as if he had just finished a light warm-up. His expression has not changed. No joy, no satisfaction, just emptiness. He did what he came to do. He delivered the message that needed to be delivered. Mike Tyson is back, and he has not changed. He has not softened. He has not lost anything. If anything changed, he has become more dangerous. McNeely is being helped to his feet by his team. He is conscious but staggering. Blood runs from his nose. His eye is already swelling. He looks at Tyson across the ring, and there is something close to admiration in his eyes now. Respect. Recognition. He understood. He provoked a force of nature and paid the price. Reporters swarm the ring. Microphones are shoved toward Tyson. "Mike, how do you feel? Did you send a message tonight?" Tyson responds in his characteristic voice, soft and almost shy, so at odds with the brutal violence he just inflicted. "I did what I had to do. I am back at work. That is it." In the locker room, McNeely is sitting on a bench, holding an ice pack to his face. Reporters try to get in, but his team keeps them away. One journalist manages to shout a question. "Peter, do you still think Mike Tyson is finished?" McNeely does not answer immediately. He just stares at the floor, processing, remembering the 89 seconds that changed everything. Finally he speaks, his voice low, humble. "I made a mistake. I thought I could intimidate him with words. I thought prison had broken him. I was wrong. That man is not human. He is something else. And I learned my lesson." In the weeks that followed, the fight became legendary, not for the duration, but for what it represented. Peter McNeely became an example, a warning. The man who mocked Mike Tyson and paid the price in 89 seconds. Future fighters would learn from his mistake. You can fight Tyson. You can even beat him if you are good enough and lucky. But you never mock him beforehand, because Mike Tyson does not forget. And Mike Tyson does not forgive. He just destroys. Years later, in interviews, McNeely talks about that night with a mixture of regret and acceptance. "I had to try," he says. "I had to believe I could win, but I did not need to provoke him. I did not need to mock, because when that bell rang and I looked into his eyes, I saw something that scared me to my soul. I saw a man who felt nothing, no fear, no anger, no emotion, just emptiness. And that emptiness swallowed me in 89 seconds. The Tyson versus McNeely fight was not the greatest fight of Tyson's career. It was not the most technical. It was not the most memorable in terms of skill. But it was the fight that reminded the world of a fundamental truth. Mike Tyson is not just a boxer. He is a force. A storm, a phenomenon that cannot be intimidated, cannot be provoked, cannot be mocked. You can respect him, you can fear him, or you can do what Peter McNeely did and spend the rest of your life remembering the 89 seconds in which you learned the difference between confidence and arrogance,